Broadcasting live from the Iltv studios located here at University Drive. Welcome once again to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm a member of the local Roman Catholic Church. Today is Wednesday, the 15th of May, 2024. In the nation's second city, we have received report of that island's second murder, but the 50th murder in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, when perhaps around 9 a.m. this morning, a Negro man with an ankle bracelet on his leg, he was found shot dead with many gunshots in a house under construction. So that's our leading story. Last night, the Health Minister, Dr. Michael Davile, has launched publicly the policy decision of the government of the Bahamas to construct a $290 million hospital. And he met at the Stapleton School with scores of citizens who were indeed very interested in this program, and of course precisely where it is going to be constructed. So it's a wonderful thing. I'm receiving reports that in the House of Assembly today, the Health Minister also tabled a bill to legalize marijuana, dope. So I don't know. We'll have to look at that. And of course, Parliament seems to have been having a wonderful debate. The deputy leader of the FNM, he's been on the floor. So I don't know whether or not we have to look at him, because there is an interesting unreported report on Shenandoah Cartwright. And you know, we live in a society where there's a lot of smuggling taking place, a lot of covering up taking place. So I may have to snatch the cover of him today. I don't know. But there are some of the things that is happening here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So we're going to look at it, and we're going to discuss it. And we will also, again, begin to look at Dr. Hubert Minnis, who says his work has not been finished. So he wants to return, and apparently he has one, perhaps two sets of Negroes who are supporting him. So we have to discuss it, okay? Because we're not sure if we're going to allow Minnis to get through. So these are some of the things that is happening in the country. Meanwhile, there still is report that in certain parts of Iltv, residents have been complaining about lack of water continuously. So I don't know what's going on, but somebody need to fix the water and ensure that Iltv, the island, receives water. So this is Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. It's a wonderful day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, notwithstanding that the weatherman has predicted that there's going to be a storm at some point today. I haven't heard anything. Is it storming near you? If it is, stay inside. Don't go under no tree. Stay on the beach. God save the King. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. As we have told you at the beginning of the show, shortly around 9 a.m. this morning on the island of Grand Bahama, a Negro male on bail with an ankle bracelet. Well, his body has been found riddled. So that is the new murder count on Grand Bahama and the second murder for the year. Of course, overall in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Grand Bahama's second murder is the nation's 50th murder. It is to be noted that this man is on bail. It is to be noted that he had on, according to a source, a very, very good ankle bracelet. I wonder sometimes, is an ankle bracelet a death sentence? Is an ankle bracelet not only designed for the authorities to track you? Is it possible that others could also track you? Because I find it very interesting that many of the citizens who are being shot, who are being gunned down, who are being murdered, have on ankle bracelets. And I have a friend, I shall call him Anton Roca, and I shall pretend like Anton is from Big Pond. And Anton Roca told me over 25 years ago, he said, Monka, I want you to dare to think the unthinkable. I can't go any further because there was something else that he challenged me to think. And it was horrific when I thought about his suggestion. But I find it interesting that it appears, based on my Negro observation, that if you have an ankle bracelet on, but you're not wearing it in the walls of His Majesty's prison, the gunman will find you, and I'm suspicious. Say 67. Am I 67? Yeah, I'm 67. And at 67, I ask myself questions that I didn't ask myself when I was 57. I didn't even ask myself at 47. But at 67, I'm questioning myself. How is it that they are able to find the men who are wearing ankle bracelets? I am suspicious, but it's only my Negro suspicions. So what I will do at this stage, I'm going to invite my spiritual advisor to lead the way spiritually. Bradley Roll, if it pleases you.
Thank you so much, Senator. Good to be here. We're going to go to the book of Matthew, and we're going to look at the New Testament again, the book of Matthew, chapter 7, 13 to 14. This is a very interesting passage. I often refer to this to get folks to understand the importance of, doing the right thing. And Jesus, of course, is speaking to the Jewish audience. They were the ones who primarily he addressed during his teaching, his 3-year ministry, preparing the Jews for the kingdom. He says, but enter through the narrow gate. For wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few will find it. There's something to think about when we look at this road that leads to salvation, and then, of course, the broad road that leads to destruction. So a lot of folks are of the persuasion that because plenty of people doing it, that makes it right. That isn't the way God operates. I don't know if you can remember in the Old Testament with the flood. Out of all the people that lived during the time of Noah, only 8 people were saved.
Really?
Only 8. That's something to think about. Only 8.
Is it because the Coast Guard of that ancient period was not as organized, not as sophisticated, not as trained as that of the modern Coast
If
Guard.
they had Coast Guard, then you know, had more people being saved. But your salvation was based on obedience to Noah and getting into the ark, which served as a type salvation. If you had obeyed Noah, who was God's servant, and of course God provided a safety passage, a safety net. He provided a way of escape from the flood. All you had to do is just obey Noah, get in the ark, and you'll be saved. The ark was the type of salvation. It's the same thing today. God sent his son, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ came. He brought the message to mankind. He says to believe in him because God has sent him. That's God's only son. If you want salvation, you have to get into Christ because Christ is where salvation is. But what we had in the days of Noah, we have today too. People reject Christ. I remember one breakfast buddy of mine told me that Jesus is just a figment of your imagination, young man. He says you need to go and see if there's an historical Jesus, that Jesus really exists. See, that's the kind of stuff you have to you face with when you look at understanding this narrow road and the broad road. And a similar comparison. The point I'm trying to make sense is this: God is not concerned with numbers. Numbers is not his thing. He is concerned about those who are willing to obey him. And when you obey him, you're rewarded. Free will. You're going to obey him willingly. This is something you want to do, or you could do willingly. God doesn't hold a gun to anybody here to obey him. It's all free will. And so Jesus, of course, in Matthew 7 talks about this narrow road that leads to him. It's through him only, and it leads to life. But he says this broad road that leads to destruction, he says plenty of people are going to go. As a matter of fact, I had a very good friend of mine. He told me, he said, man, listen, he said, I prefer to go to hell. And I asked him why. He said, because all my friends going to be there. I mean, it sounds silly, you know, and I said to him, I said, that's not the right approach to have. But when you look at it, when you look at life, the majority of people today are doing evil. Very few people are trying to do the right thing. So that is something for us to contemplate today when Jesus talks about this narrow road and this broad road. He says, try to enter the narrow road. You know, it is a possibility. You can find it because there's been some road markings available for you to find this way. And of course, if you do, you'll be rewarded. If you go into the broad road, then of course it leads to destruction. Matthew 7, I think it's 13 to 14. That's something to think about. In the days of Noah, Senator, only 8 souls were saved. That would include Noah, his wife, his sons, and his sons' wives. The word of God is forever and ever blessed. Thank you so much, Mr. Medusa. What do you think, Sandra?
I want to know if I may challenge your teaching on Noah, because in the United States, I've been watching from the safetiness of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, where there has been floods and rumors of floods and many, many tornadoes. But it appears that the United States government is more organized than Noah.
Why do you say that?
Well, they're saving more people. The Americans, in the midst of maybe 100 tornadoes, they have done what Father Noah has not been able to do. How is it that Noah could not save?
What was it that Noah couldn't do? Noah did everything that God instructed him to do.
Okay.
And that was to build an ark
Yes.
for the saving of himself, his family, and then those who would get inside.
Okay.
All you had, Sandra.
So Noah gave them a choice.
Yes,
Come and
yes,
repent.
yes. But the
Is that
problem,
what you're saying?
Yeah, but the problem though is that what the people were faced with was their lack of faith. In the first instance,
This is in the first century.
No, this is thousands of years ago.
Before the first century?
Yes, it's thousands of years ago. But the problem though is that their thing was that, man, listen, they couldn't remember the last time that rain had actually come upon the face of the earth.
Okay.
So that was their challenge.
Okay.
And they found it very hard to accept. What is this man doing though? Why would he build this ark? Where is he going to get the water from to float this?
why then, if I may ask, please forgive me, why then is the United States government rescue efforts seems to be greater
Different scenarios.
than the government of Noah's days?
Yeah, it's a different. The
Please
story,
explain to me.
The stories are different. It sounds like it was much more simpler then than it is now. Because all you had to do was to just simply obey Noah's instructions and get in the ark, and that's it.
Are they obeying Noah's instruction today?
Noah's instructions has been made null and void. That was for that day only, and that is past. It's no longer effective today.
They don't have to get saved.
Who's they?
The people in the United States who are being rescued.
Oh. Well, see, now I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about tornadoes
you
say tornadoes and floods and stuff that happen in the United States?
Yeah.
And how are these people rescued?
Well, the Coast Guard is rescuing them. The United States Armed Forces is rescuing them. Other rescue agency of the United States have been rescuing them. There are many citizens who seems to have jet skis and small boats and other so forth.
Right. So when the U.S. Coast Guard flies over, let's just say there's somebody is in a situation where they need rescue and help, and so they lower this basket or lifeguard or whatever it is, or life raft to you, and what you have to do? You have to reach out to it,
okay,
so that you can be saved. It's the same. The same case with
Would you
Noah.
accept my submission that the people in the United States who are faced with these various natural phenomena,
and disasters,
does it suggest that they're more safe in this century than the people of
I won't say that. I would say that.
Then how come
just give me a second.
They appear to be blessed? And
here's what I
in America,
say.
You have what is the name of the people with the pretty flag? The flag.
The gays?
Okay, you have that set of people. Notwithstanding all that sin, the government of the United States has been able to penetrate it and rescue these people. What's going on?
Yeah, but here's the point I wanted to make, right? Is that the ones who the olive branch is given us
so there's an olive branch that has been extended
here's what I'm saying.
to these people.
When the rescue organizations come out to rescue you from a disaster,
okay,
you have a role to play,
Tell me.
You have to be the one to reach out
Okay.
to whatever it is that's put before you to be rescued.
Okay.
It could be a life
jacket.
It could be a raft. It could be, I think there's attached like some bucket and they let it down so you can be brought up to safety. So you have a role.
Choice.
You have a part to play.
Okay.
So it was in the days of Noah. They had a choice.
Okay.
They didn't choose the right way.
Okay.
And so they perished.
So it appears to me that modern man,
I don't know if you want to call it that. I would say it's
less sinful than the men of ancient.
Senator, I guess the reality is how bad it is and how bad you want to be saved. The disaster the day of Noah was a very terrible disaster because it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. But like I'm telling you, the issue there with the days of Noah is that it almost seemed impossible that rain would come because of the length of time they had not seen rain.
Okay.
So to them, Noah had to have been delusional.
So a lack of rain, a lack of a storm,
and a lack of faith. See, if they didn't see it, they didn't believe it.
But
guess when they believed it? But guess when they believed it though?
Man.
When it started to rain.
Okay. It was too late.
That's the point, Santa.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
The scenario today too is that a lot of people reject this gospel and reject Christ, As a matter of fact, some people call me crazy.
They do?
Yeah, man. They say, man, they say it's 2024 and you still believe in this Bible.
Wow.
But then one day, I may be dead and gone, these things of the Bible is going to come true. But when they do, it's going to just be too late.
Wow.
So,
this is powerful.
It is what it is. Matthew, I think it was 7, 13, and 14. Try to get on that straight and narrow, Santa.
My spiritual advisor.
That narrow road that leads to life. Hey, don't do what the crowd do.
Don't do what the crowd do.
No, because not because the crowd is doing it make it right. Always remember that.
I thank
Always
you
remember that.
for your spiritual counseling.
Absolutely.
I thank you for your spiritual advice.
How many Catholics are there? Over a billion?
I would think so.
Think about that.
And how many people from the first century has been saved?
The Church of Christ all around the world is probably about 4 to 5 million.
Oh, that's plenty, y'all.
Compared to 1 billion Catholics?
Yeah, it's plenty.
That's a drop in the bucket, Santa.
Yeah. This is
All right.
powerful.
So there you have a lot of people, and then you have few people believing something different.
Okay.
Remember what I tell you, God is not concerned about numbers.
Okay.
He's concerned about those who's doing his will.
Who's doing his will.
Absolutely.
And you are able to determine who's doing his will.
Based on the word of God.
Oh, hallelujah. Well, I thank you, my spiritual advisor. Well, folks, you know, every now and then I have to test my spiritual advisor to see if he is on the right and proper path.
1 billion Catholics. That's huge.
You know how many got saved this morning? It's powerful, it's powerful. Well, folks, welcome back to Freedom March. It's a wonderful day here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And the better man is warning us like how Noah warned citizens
in his day,
many years ago.
A flood is going to come.
So we're being told to watch out for rain and possibly thunder and lightning storm. The weatherman has also advised that you should not seek shelter under huge trees, even small trees, nor should you go into the sea, and you must stay far away from windows. So that's been like a weather alert. Unfortunately, where they have me working, sometimes I can't tell when it's raining. Sometimes I'm able to tell based on the music that I'm hearing beating on the rooftop. So for heaven's sake, listen to the weatherman, be wise, and if it starts to rain, slow down. Here in the Bahamas, when it rains, we pick up speed. And there's no need for that, because if you pick up speed, you will not be able to, you know, properly apply brakes without sliding and crashing. And we don't want that to happen. After all, do not forget what they teach us, which is the life you save may be your own. So this is Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka. I thank the spiritual advisor for sharing the story of Noah. Noah in the ark. It's powerful today. God save the king. God save the gospel. We'll be right back after the break. Hold on, everybody. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. And of course, we are receiving reports from the meteorology department which suggests that we should all be on the alert because there is the possibility of bad weather. Well, having said it to you, Bradley, you want to start with paying some bills, please?
Let's do a few ads here. Of course, the Ministry of Health and Wellness did hold a town meeting yesterday, and there's going to be another one that's going to be held tomorrow, which is the 16th, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be this last town meeting, well, so far as we know, May the 16th. The town hall meeting will be held at the Living Waters Kingdom Ministries, which is located on Warren Street. Start time is 4 p.m. The Ministry of Health and Wellness invites you to join them for their town hall discussion on the new state-of-the-art hospital to be located at the Providence Highway, which is Dolphin Drive. They want your input as they strive to expand excellence in healthcare. They want to hear from you. Of course, there's going to be a panel discussion, an open mic, and of course, they're inviting residents from Stapleton Gardens, I assume, Rock Crusher, Dolphin Drive, West Drive, and surrounding communities to give you input on the government's proposal to build this new state-of-the-art hospital that's going to be located on New Providence Highway, which is in Dolphin Drive. So tomorrow, May 16th, the venue is Living Waters Kingdom Ministries. Start time, 7 p.m. What do you have, Sandra?
Well, nobody has better prices on electrical supplies than SHSS Electrical. Whether it's Square D products, switches, combos, breakers, breaker panels, electrical wires, and meter cans, you'll find everything you need. Dial 605-7777. That's 605-7777. Visit them on Chesapeake Road in the former Minute Muffler Building, SHSS Electrical. You can also pick up ceiling fans and outside floodlights, and I think that is powerful. Do we have another one?
Yeah, I think under the distinguished patronage of the Prime Minister's wife, that's Miss Anne-Marie Davis, spouse of the Prime Minister, an evening of inspiration and motivation, celebrating mothers. It's going to be held at the Miles E. Monroe Diplomatic Center on Sunday, May the 19th, 2024, at 5 p.m. Early bird ticket box offices available April the 1st to the 30th. The Diplomat Center, Carmichael Road, telephone number 242-461-6400. All seasons, all occasions, gift and bookstore on Madeira Plaza, which the telephone number is 393-6166, or you can call 605-2585, or you can call 242-804-1773. So once again, under the patronage of Mistress Anne-Marie Davis, spouse of the Prime Minister, an evening of inspiration and motivation, celebrating mothers, is going to be held at the Miles E. Monroe Diplomat Center, Sunday, May the 19th, 2024, at 5 p.m. Early bird ticket box office available April the 1st to the 30th. The Diplomat Center, Carmichael Road, telephone number 242-461-6400. All seasons, all occasions, gift and bookstore, Madeira Plaza. Telephone number 393-6166, 605-2585, or 804-1773. Proceeds in aid of Disability Empowerment Month and Youth Summer Programs, powered by the Anointed One Gospel Singers, Bacadas, and NCPD. All right. You have another one there, Senator.
I do have another one. Well,
Yeah.
we'll read that in the course
Money
of the
Max.
show. Money Max. Yeah. So we'll read that afterwards, shall we?
All right, because I don't have that ad, but if you have
Okay.
it, then
So
read it.
we'll have to find Money Max. You go right through there and see if you see it So, folks, last night, Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville did hold a town hall meeting
Max.
where scores of citizens showed up to discuss the government's new hospital. And you would recall that we did tell you that there would be this town hall meeting, which was set for last night, and another one will be tomorrow night. And there were scores of participants. People seems to be very excited to discuss it and to make their contribution towards whether or not it should go there, whether or not it will have an environmental effect. Some people were concerned over the fact that there's going to be a lot of noise. Some people were concerned over traffic. But the health minister, Dr. Michael Dowell, has pointed out that no matter where you construct that hospital on the island of New Providence, taking into consideration that this island is only 21 miles long, it's 7 miles wide, no matter where you build it, there is going to be some problems. So the question then is, what do you do? Do you still build it? Or do you abandon the idea at a point when we need to expand the Princess Margaret Hospital? So it was a lively debate, and tomorrow they will go on Warren Street at, what is the name of that church? Living Waters Ministry?
Yeah, I think it's Living Waters Kingdom Ministries.
Yes. So where there will be another town hall meeting. And of course, members of the public should participate, make contribution. And I would want to suggest that those persons who think that the hospital should not be built on that 50-acre tract, what you should do is get a map of the island of New Providence and come with an alternative land mass, and say, well, this is where we think you should construct it. And I think that would be very exciting. So it isn't good enough to say, we don't want you to build it here, but you have no alternative solution. So the best way to effectively advance an argument against either building it at point A or point B is to come with an alternative. You got to come with an alternative, because we need the hospital, and the hospital must be constructed. For me, it's in a nice area. I love the idea that it hangs right over Rock Crusher, because Rock Crusher has had some very interesting social issues. And when you have some interesting social issues, it's good to be in walking distance of the hospital. That's the way I see it. But the hospital must come. The Chinese will provide the money. And of course, as has been the practice, they participate in the construction. You will note, and I stand to be corrected, that about a few years ago, the Chinese had to construct a brand new hospital. I think they built that hospital like in 2 weeks. If I understood clearly the information which came to this part of the world from China. So anybody who can build a big hospital within 2 weeks, well, that's powerful. So that is what is going on, and let the debate continues. My spiritual advisor, do you have any further observation on?
Well, I think we need to get more details as to exactly what is being built. Is it a hospital, or is it a special facility for women and children? What is it exactly?
Well, let's put it this way. While the country has become sexist, all right? Don't forget what's going on now. Every time we talk something, we put sex on it, as opposed to saying we're building...
Well, sex as in gender.
Yes.
Okay.
What you thought I meant?
No, okay. Just go ahead.
We put sex on it, as opposed to saying we're building a people's hospital. I regard myself as a revolutionary So when I think about a hospital, I see a people's hospital. When I think about the police station, I think about a police station where if you are people, you're welcome to the police station. Now if I show up at the police station and you're not a human being, I would have to ask the commissioner of police, what the hell you doing with aliens in the police station? Meaning non-human being. And the same principle is applicable if I went to the hospital and the people I'm seeing are from outer space. But if they are human beings, then we need a human being hospital. We need a people's hospital. But since we are all playing politics, let's call it a hospital for women and children. And of course, since we're going to build a hospital for the women them and the children them, I have no problem with that, but I'm advised that there will be like a wing for the man them. All right? So I have no problem if they want to build a woman hospital. You're free to build a woman hospital. You're free to build a hospital for the children. All I say is when men who are the fathers of the children them, men who are the lovers of the woman them, they become ill, they would have access to good and affordable medicine. So I'm not going to be caught up in whether or not it's a woman hospital, a man hospital, a children hospital. Just build the damn hospital and let's get it going. How does it sound, my spiritual advisor?
Well, I guess somehow advance the argument that any move or any direction in the direction where you want a better health care is always good. So, I mean, this is an initiative to build a hospital to help with the health care of the nation. So, why not?
Yeah.
I guess now it's just a matter of understanding how the public feels about the actual location of where this is being built. Then, of course, does the government have to acquire land to build this facility? How much acres do you think is involved, Sandra?
I am advised that they're building it on 50 acres. I think 50
that's quite a bit.
No, that's too small.
50 acres?
Yes. Come on. There's nothing to 50 acres.
50
all right?
acres is plenty of land.
That is no land.
How much is an acre?
I have an uncle.
Hold on. 400 by 400 is 1 acre, right?
Special advisor, I have an uncle.
It's 400 by 400, 1 acre?
Are you listening to me? I have an uncle. When he gets up in the morning, he walks about over 50 acres of land.
That's
all right?
not true.
What do you mean it's not
He
true?
walks?
Yeah.
Do you know how much 50 acres is?
I don't care how much it is. I got an uncle who walks over 50 acres of land.
Okay.
All right? So all I'm saying is 50 acres is too small.
What you want, 100 acres?
Now we're talking land. My spiritual advisor, don't forget, every Negro who goes to the hospital, he got a car.
Not necessarily.
Only does he have a car, the staff has a car, the doctor has a car. Then you need a place for the ambulance them. Then you need special areas for parking.
And hackers.
And handicap. Under us, the F&M, you would recall that Papa built the accidents and emergency, not that, the IC unit. I think Ingram spent about $70 million. But when you go there, how many handicap parking spot at the top of the Princess Margaret Hospital? How many?
It's only one.
Huh?
I think I saw one.
I think it's about 2, possibly 3.
Really, right at the front entrance of the door?
Right at the front entrance.
No, I think it'd be 3.
All right? And so all I'm saying is it wasn't sufficient provision made for handicapped persons. That's the point I'm making.
Okay.
So we need at least 200 acres. But if the government can only find 50 acres there, fine. But 50 acres is small bits of land when you're talking about expansion of health care. And our people are very fertile. And so we need bigger space and so forth.
Who people are very fertile?
Our people.
Who's our people?
Who's your people?
Bahamians?
You all are fertile?
No, human beings are fertile.
Okay, well,
But
this is,
you know what's happening. You know, with anyhow, let's not get into that.
oh, my spiritual advisor.
Read that. Read
Yeah.
that.
Let me read the ad.
Read that ad for
Yeah.
IMAX. Was it Money Max, eh? Sorry.
Let's see who it's from.
Money Max.
Tired of waiting in lines? Wait no more. Download the Money Max app today. The powerful application that enables you to pay all your utility bills, purchase top-ups, send, San Dollar with San Dollar, enable merchants and much more. Sign up for convenience with MoneyMax. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax. Live your max life, and this is powerful. Have I done a good job, my spiritual advisor?
So Papa built the critical care block.
Yeah, Papa built the critical care box. That's where the intensive care unit is located.
Okay.
All right.
I see you.
And Papa didn't put enough
Parking spaces?
parking space for the handicap. Okay? So we need to make sure that we have adequate handicap spaces, and then we need to make sure that we got a big maternity ward, because our people are very, very reproductive and so forth. And if you're building a hospital for the woman them and the children, then we have to give them the best. All right? So I think it's a great idea. I call on Bahamians everywhere, notwithstanding your politics, whether or not you agree with where the money should come from. The money is here. $290 million. Let the hospital begin. All right? Let the hospital begin. Because once you build a hospital, it ain't going nowhere. It's like Bahama. All right? Bahama has been constructed, and it's going nowhere. Notwithstanding that my spiritual advisor, Life at Key Friend, has been rowing with the Chinese and everybody over the hotel. The hotel is here. Okay? And that's the way I see it. Any comment? Any further comment on that?
No, we can move on to.
Okay. Before we go too far, yesterday you would recall that I showed you a video of a 51-year-old Negro man who has been paralyzed from he turned 16. I think his name is Ronaldo Nuguez. So I need the family of Ronaldo Nuguez to call me after the show. I had been compelled this afternoon to go in search of him, and even though I've been to his place before, I couldn't find it today. And I was all over Pinewood Garden. The greatest comfort of all is that the people were very happy to see me, and I didn't know that in Pinewood Garden we had all them people who were either confined to wheelchair or also paralyzed, because when I started asking for Mr. Nuguez, they started sending me to different citizens who were disabled. And can you imagine when you find the disabled person and then you must say to him, "I'm so sorry, it isn't you that I came to see." And one half-crippled man, he bust out laugh, which freed me up to laugh with him. So I said, "You have a good sense of humor." He said, "Yeah, I have a good sense of humor, because when I heard that you were looking for a man confined to a bed, I said, it got to be me, even though he was in a wheelchair." So that was a good laugh. He had a very good sense of humor. So there are many social issues in this country. So Mr. Nuguez and or your family, at about 7 o'clock, give me a call. I need your number, please, and that would be powerful. Well, having said that, do you have a topic you want to speak
Well, we can go
about?
back to the town hall meeting. It seemed as if it was well attended, based on some of the photos that I see.
Yes.
Well attended town hall meeting. It does seem as if residents really, really wants to be involved, I guess to an extent, in this proposed development by the government to bring the state-of-the-art hospital in this area. And of course, there are major concerns, Sandra. I don't know
Yes.
if the government is going to address it.
What are some of the major concerns?
Their major concern is impact on property value, pollution, noise pollution that is, traffic, and what's going to be the ultimate cost to taxpayers. I guess these are residents in the Stapleton, and of course the surrounding areas, Rock Crusher and all that, who are stating their concern about this proposed
Well, for
development.
Rock Crusher, it will do Rock Crusher well.
Impact on property value.
It will increase the value of the properties of Rock Crusher. Yeah.
It will increase the value.
Yeah. It will increase. $290 million investment will not cause a depreciation of the land, but instead it will increase the value. Then there are other medical practitioners who will need property near the government hospital to open up their clinics. So you could have a situation where people perhaps in Rock Crusher could either rent them apartments and or sell them properties. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So,
You're thinking that's what it could be?
well, I'm rather familiar with Rock Crusher. I know Rock Crusher very well. The road that cut through there was once geographically in Rock Crusher. And when the government pushed that road,
Oh, okay.
what it
The
did,
Providence Highway that goes all the way to West Bay Street.
Yeah, what it
that was
did-
a part of Rock Crusher.
yes, guess what it did? It pushed Rock Crusher into that sophisticated area to the west. So before the
So
road,
the western portion of New Providence Highway is also Rock Crusher.
Yeah.
Where BTC building, the other buildings are.
well, I
on
don't
the west
know.
side.
I'm not going to say it went that far. I'm saying to
what's
you,
Rock Crusher? What is Rock Crusher's border?
Rock Crusher's border is now that road. But if you knew Rock Crusher before they pushed the road through, that property was in Rock Crusher.
But you recognize that those people who are on the west side of that Providence Road considers themselves to be in the White Grove, eh?
Yeah, thank God they were pushed over there. See, what I like about that new road is the poor people were in Rock Crusher miraculously without moving. They were placed in the White Grove.
No, Senator, because no building west of New Providence Road is under $300,000. No building.
What is
No
your
building.
What is your point?
That area west of New Providence Road, it ain't Rock Crusher.
No,
The-
it is no longer Rock Crusher.
They were never part of Rock Crusher, Senator.
You're not listening to me.
Okay, where's the boundary?
Listen to me again. When you have time, take me there. I'm well known in Rock Crusher. So you may not be
Yeah,
aware
but
of that.
every building that is west
But-
of New Providence Road, every building is more than $300,000 to $400,000.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Thank God they get pushed over there. Before they get pushed over
So
there.
they were part of Rock Crusher?
Yes. I'm not saying all. There is a house, I believe it's owned by a taxi cab driver. He was living in Rock Crusher all of his life. And then one day, a government decided
To push the road through.
to push the road
So
through.
is he that house on the left-hand side as you're driving down Providence Highway?
Now, don't say that. Are you heading north?
We going north. We go north.
And he would be over on the west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I do see a house that's probably
You see?
that's
See, you
under
get me?
300,000.
Because he's going to say, now,
'cause-
Monka,
yeah.
why you got my house?
But that's only him. Only him get pushed there though.
My spiritual advisor, I want you to leave it alone.
I think only him get pushed there.
Right.
I saw it.
Okay. And
I see it.
before he got pushed across the road,
So now his property is value all kind of money.
man, right? Before he get pushed across the road, right? He was living in the poor man area.
Yeah. So now he in White Grove.
Yeah. Man, it's powerful. It's
I
really-
saw that. I thought that was strange. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm trying to reach Mr. Monka.
Okay, here I am.
Mr. Monka, how you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I've been trying to call you on the land phone, and then I said, let me call your cell phone. I joined in when you were talking about the parking space for disability up at the hospital.
So we got
Call me back in a few minutes. I'm coming to an adjournment.
I mean, it is ridiculous.
Hold on.
Fine, I have a disability
This
sticker.
is Freedom Match.
And
My name is Rodney Manka. I have a Negro woman
She's not listening.
on the line.
And another thing I noticed,
All right.
a gentle
God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. What a wonderful country. They were once poor. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monka, and then before we start birthday, we do have a special guest in. And of course, he is Mr. Kendrick Roll. Mr. Roll, welcome to Freedom Match.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to your listening audience.
I thank you. Tell us once again, you do have a program which is scheduled for Sunday, the 19th of May, 2024.
Yes, sir. This is the Mother's Day Aftershock, and the countdown is on to Sunday, May the 19th at the Diplomat Center on Carmichael Road. It's an evening of inspiration and motivation under the patronage of the First Lady, Mrs. Anne Marie Davis. We'll be raising funds to assist our persons with disabilities as we have our inaugural Disability Empowerment Month this June. And also we're sending a delegation of blind youth to the National Federation for the Blind Convention in Orlando, Florida this coming July. And so therefore we have a wonderful, wonderful show lined up for this coming Sunday at the Diplomat Center, beginning at 5 p.m., doors open at 4 p.m.
And of course, members of the public, where can they go to purchase tickets?
Tickets are available today at All Seasons, All Occasions gift store or at the Diplomat Center's box office. Also, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday will be in the Mall at Marathon, the Center Court. And on Saturday in particularly, we'll be at the Quality Home Center, both locations. Now, we have a special offer going on for the general public. Tomorrow and Friday, you come to the mall. We're doing a post-Mother's Day special. If you buy 2 tickets, you get 1 free to come to the event this coming Sunday. That's only for tomorrow and Friday, and that's available at the mall at Marathon Center Court. Buy 2 tickets, get 1 free.
Now, this event, which is scheduled for the 19th, what time will it start?
The doors will open at 4 p.m. sharp, and the show will start at 5 p.m. on the dot. And we have an awesome lineup of artists to perform. We have the singing Bishop, Lawrence Roll. We have Davy and Chase. We have Aliyah Corley. We have Orslyn George. We have Stax. We have the Police Force. We have the Creative Folklore Dance Group. We have a number of persons with disabilities who are top talent. And we have Baptist Bible Church Deaf Ministries and a whole other lineup of great entertainment that carry through the afternoon. And of course, we have tons of prizes and giveaways, including our famous money raffle. So you do want to get your tickets today or tomorrow when you could get that special, buy 2, get 1 free. And you want to be able to win any of those wonderful gifts we have to give away on Sunday. Now, the trick to that is you have to get advance tickets in order to qualify for the giveaways. If you pay at the door, you miss your chance to win any of those prizes. And I must let you know those advance tickets are jumping off the shelf. You know, as of lately, we've had persons calling just asking us to bring 10, bring 20, bring 10, bring 20. So they're limited now. So take advantage of this opportunity in the mall tomorrow and Friday and Saturday, and at the Quality Home Center Saturday, both locations.
Now, I understand from you that there is, my best form of adjective is a blind convention.
No. It's the National Federation for the Blind.
The National Federation for the Blind Convention?
Yes.
Where is this being held?
It's being held in Orlando, Florida this year. That's the largest gathering of blind people at any one time in the world. And last year, they had over 10,000 blind persons come together for this convention. And it was in Texas last year, and this year it's going to be held in Orlando, Florida. And
what can one expect to achieve at this convention?
At the National Federation for Blind Convention, they come together, they create policies and legislation to give to governments on how to make life more accessible for persons who are blind around the world. They also introduce new adaptive technology, and you gain support and interaction, and you learn about different cultures from the different community of blind persons around the world. And in learning what they do and how they live, sometimes you can either adopt something or you can offer something for them to take back to the country, or you could bring back what you've learned from them to your country and implement it and just make life a bit easier for the community of persons who are blind or visually impaired living here in the Bahamas.
Is there anything unique about that convention that perhaps you would want to share with the public?
The whole convention is just blind people using their adaptive devices to navigate the hotel, and these are spaces they have never been in before. So you'll just be amazed at how blind people would go in a new space and navigate. Everything is available in just Braille or using the voiceover equipment and stuff like that. And you would learn about new technology that would help you to do basically anything you need to do.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What about dating? If I
It happens,
was
yes.
blind and I
Yes.
attended the convention, do they have any method that can be introduced to the blind as to how to identify a girlfriend, a boyfriend? How
Did you,
do you fall in love while being blind?
Did you watch the movie Ray? Did you see what Ray Charles did?
What did he do?
He held the woman's hand. He felt if that was his size. And then afterward, he did what any average man would do. He talked.
So that would be acceptable. I'm blind. I can hold the woman's hand.
Don't tell her that's why you're doing it, though.
Don't tell her I'm
No.
holding your hands because I'm blind. What if I say I'm half blind?
You're visually impaired.
Yeah.
It's acceptable.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really? And there is no way of being accused of blind sexual harassment.
Well, you must always conduct yourself in a proper manner no matter where you go, whether you are blind or not.
Okay.
You know, so therefore, but people understand if you miss and touch the wrong area, they know it's not intentional. But now
Okay.
if you persist
Right.
or continue to do it, then they recognize you're doing something out of the way. And there are sighted security guards there who would run to your assistance if need be.
Okay. And please forgive me, but I'm just curious. For the blind, are there any classes that teaches romance? I mean, face it, a person could be blind
Yeah, but you don't.
and they're
listen,
young and
we-
might be in search.
We are all born with certain feelings and sensitivity within ourselves. So nobody needs to teach you that. That is your instinct.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but for a man who's never been blind, it would be very difficult for me to love,
Why?
and I can't see who I'm loving, and I've never really feel
No,
in
I
the
want
dark.
to say something. I hope it's not out of order. But when you do something, you close your eyes, right? So isn't that like being blind?
You have me lost.
Okay. So Rodney Monka, what I want to do is I want to give persons an opportunity to win some free tickets
Okay.
on your show. So what we want to do, we have a WhatsApp number,
Yes.
804-1773.
Go ahead.
804-1773. So now 5 persons are going to get tickets. Text Freedom March right now to 804-1773. The 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th texter. When we check the line, those 5 persons would get 1 free ticket to go to the event.
Really?
Yes, sir. Just like that. So we have somebody on standby with that line right now, and they're waiting.
What if that person who texts us turns out to be visually impaired?
Well, that's no problem. They get a ticket, and we would give them a ticket for the person who has to bring them there.
Really?
Yes, sir.
This is powerful.
That's all.
Yeah.
So that's it. Text now. Just text Freedom March to 1242-804-1773. And text the number 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 will get 1 free ticket.
Do you have the feelings that governments have been very responsible, very caring? Have they really been paying attention to the disabled?
I am presently the Deputy Chairman of the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, and we have been working tirelessly, and the work continues to try and create a more inclusive environment for persons with disabilities. It has been in effect, this is the 10th year now since we have had the Persons with Disabilities Equal Opportunities Act. And from then to now, while things have been slow and some things have been stagnated, there has been tremendous progress. And with the plans that we have in motion, we expect to see more things happen to empower the lives of persons with disabilities. Like I say, for example, this June we'll be introducing our inaugural Disability Empowerment Month. And throughout that month, we're going to be doing a number of initiatives that is going to elevate the social, educational, financial, and cultural lives of persons with disabilities right here in the Bahamas.
If I may go off course for a second, as it relates to crime and law and order, what provision has been made where a disabled person, particularly a blind person, could formally lodge a complaint with the Royal Bahamas Police Force with dignity?
Well, the laws of the Bahamas are not crafted specifically for persons with disabilities. However, it is crafted to protect even those with disabilities. So every right that a regular citizen has, a person with disability have. And so if you are offended, you make a complaint just as any other citizen, and the police would then do their diligence and let the law take its course.
Have you had any complaints from disabled people who says the police has not responded, the police don't check for blind people? If you understand what I'm trying to say.
I understand that, but like I said, that is not specifically to persons with disabilities. That is across the board.
Okay.
You know, so everybody would have that complaint here and there.
But I'm talking specifically about the disabled. See, if I could see and the police isn't taking care of me, I might be able to row. But for me to be blind, that seems to be...
I still could row.
Really?
Yeah, my motor broke down.
Yeah, but you ain't know who you're rowing.
Well, whoever round get it.
There's no fun in rowing somebody you can't see.
Then I called Rodney Ronka and said, Rodney Ronka, carry me to the police station, and me and the justice be standing in front of the police station, then we row.
This is powerful. Give me a salute. This is
Freedom
powerful.
March.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I
Okay,
think
so
you
this
answered it.
Sunday,
Yes.
one of our hosts, you, Mr. Monka, you will be there.
I am going to be there by the grace of God, and
Yes,
I'm
sir.
working on your first cousin, Bradley Roll, my spiritual advisor.
My
And I get
cousin,
the impression that your cousin the Lord is moving over him, and the way he's talking, I expect that he will appear with me.
I don't think my cousin is MC material, but what I can let him do, I can let him be a host, and that he can greet people as they come through the door.
No.
He can sit the first lady when she arrives.
Listen, I have certain handicaps, and in my handicap, he leads me.
He leads you?
Yeah.
No. That means you're trying to tell me you're visually impaired.
Well, I have greater problems than that.
Let me take your fifth caller right now. Give them 2 tickets on your behalf.
This is powerful.
The fifth caller right now. 2 tickets on Rodney.
Call us, and Brother Roll, the first cousin of my spiritual advisor. Are you saved?
Me? I'm
Yeah.
born safe, sir.
You're saved.
Yes, sir.
Well, that is good because my spiritual advisor, he's saved.
He has to be. He's the son of a preacher man.
Wow,
That's
this is powerful.
My grandmother's baby brother, his father.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Man, this is powerful. Call us and get 2 tickets. And this is going to be powerful. Bradley has assured me that both of us will surprise you. And we will put on a show for you. Bradley sings and I can dance. So
Remember, that must be a spiritual dance now. We're gonna
it will be a spiritual dance. So tickets on sale tomorrow?
Tickets are on sale in the mall at Marathon tomorrow, 10 a.m., 6 p.m.
Now, this is all over the mall at Marathon?
No, Center Court. You will see the signage on the billboard, and we'll be right there.
It's called Center Court.
It's Center Court at the mall at Marathon.
Okay.
Buy 2, get 1 free tomorrow and Friday only. And Saturday,
yes.
we will be in the mall and at Quality Home Center locations.
This is powerful. Hello? Hello?
Fifth caller.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm calling for the free ticket.
Goodness me, I got a man on the live line and I got a man on the cell phone.
You give us 2 as a free ticket then.
I give each one of you 1.
I'm calling about the ticket.
How we can do this now?
I give each one of them 1 ticket, and then they will purchase another ticket for the woman who they are bringing.
So we're going to give...
That's 2 free and that's 2 sales.
Cell phoner, you will get 1 ticket, and the man on the telephone will get 1 ticket, since we have the 2 of y'all.
Yes, sir.
So so hold on a second. How we can do this?
Yes, sir. I'm going to leave the tickets with you.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Goodness of mercy.
Let me give them to you live on thing so they don't say.
What's your name, cell phone?
Strong.
There are your 2 tickets.
Swan.
And this ticket for whoever the spiritual advisor bring when he comes
Sell.
on Sunday.
And what's your name on the telephone? You got it? Good. Okay, Estron, I got you.
Okay.
You can come to the studio for it, okay?
All right, sir.
Okay. And you leave one for the spiritual advisor too?
Yeah, his guest, not for him, his guest.
Listen, sister woman would love this.
But he have to. You say he's singing?
He's going to do something. He might be. Listen, he's very talented.
This I know. He's a role. He's the grandson of the great Job's role.
Wow, this is powerful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the date is Sunday.
Sunday, May the 19th. The countdown is on. So
Yes.
4 p.m. doors are open. 5 p.m. the show begins at the Diplomat Center on Carmichael Road.
I understand that the singing bishop will participate.
Singing Bishop is going to be there live and in living color. He wanted to join us here today, but he had to do an emergency. You know, the singing Bishop is now a reserve police. So
He is a policeman.
Yes.
He's out there.
Yeah, so they called him while he was heading here. He called me and said, "Judy calls." But
Okay.
he asked that we call him if we can, so that
Okay.
he could bless the event.
Do you have his number?
I do.
You want to call him?
No, my phone does talk too much. I
Okay.
don't know. Do you have his number?
I have the bishop number.
You can call the bishop. My phone is my talking device would interrupt.
I
too
have the
much.
bishop number somewhere, but I won't be able to find it today. Yeah. So tell us, what is your passing word? What do you want to say to the public?
I want the public to come on out and support. It's all in a good initiative. Like I said, we're going to be hosting our inaugural Disability Empowerment Month, as well as you'll be supporting a delegation of blind youth to go to the National Federation for the Blind Convention. Okay, so come on out, support. You're going to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. We have tons of prizes to give away. We're going to be doing a money raffle. You know, Bahamas love money. We're doing a money raffle.
How that works?
The money raffle, you
Yeah.
buy a ticket, you put your money in the box. You buy tickets, and at the end of the night, whoever ticket we pick, take the whole box full of money.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yes, sir.
And all of this is under the auspices of the wife of the Prime Minister.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Anne Marie Davis. We are thankful for her and her support and her interest in supporting the community of persons with disabilities.
Do you have any numbers that you would want to give members of the public, just in case they want to reach out to you?
You can follow up by calling 605-2585 or WhatsApp 804-1773.
Repeat those two numbers again, please.
Call 605-2585 or WhatsApp 804-1773.
Are there any departing remarks you would like to make?
The countdown is on. Get your tickets today, and Rodney Munker and the spiritual advisor will see you there.
Listen, we shall come if it is God's will, okay?
Yes.
Now, we are to show up on Sunday,
Yes, sir.
not Saturday.
No, sir.
Sunday.
Sunday, sir.
The first day of the week.
The first day of the week, the
Which is the
19th,
19th of May.
May. The day before the holiday.
What holiday comes after the 19th of May?
With Monday holiday, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Boy, oh boy, thank you for telling me that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we'll come and celebrate.
Yes.
And we want to thank you very much. You're
And
doing a wonderful job.
You're most welcome, sir.
Yeah. So God bless you.
Same to you.
And we shall do our best, me and my spiritual advisor.
Now, this time you locking him in, not me.
Well, he's given me his word that both of us will come. Do we?
Some folks inquiring on the price of the ticket.
Price of tickets are $50.
Okay.
And look at it more as a donation, but you're going to get a wonderful time for that $50. And like we said, buy two, get one free tomorrow and Friday
This
in
is
the Mall
powerful.
and Marathon only.
And what should the spiritual advisor and I dress in?
Your best.
Dress in our best.
Yes, sir.
This is powerful. So we want to thank you very much. So, folks, we had joining us Mr. Kelvin,
Kendrick.
Mr. Kendrick,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kendrick Roll.
Kendrick
You see,
Roll.
that's the first disability I got.
What's that?
I can't hear.
You told me you need help. You don't need help people leading you if you can't hear.
I listen by sound. So I have Mr. Kendrick Rule,
He listen by sound.
and he is the vice
The
president.
deputy chairman of the National Commission for Persons with Disability, chairman of the Bahamas Coalition of Advocates for Disability Awareness
Wow.
and Services.
It's a wonderful job he is performing, so we thank God for him, his contribution. We thank God for the organization. And we thank God that in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, notwithstanding that there are many citizens with many kinds of disabilities, they are standing up and demanding their rights.
Yes, sir.
And that's powerful.
Inclusion for all.
Inclusion for all. So I want to thank you.
You're most welcome, sir.
And if it's possible, we'll see you before.
Yes, sir. We must discuss your role. So we'll talk tomorrow, Saturday.
We'll talk.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Okay.
All right. So you take good care. You have my cell number.
Yes, sir.
Give me a call very early tomorrow so we can talk.
Okay, sir. No
Okay.
problem.
So God bless you.
How early is early? What time?
Early can be any time between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m.
I will call you at 10 a.m., sir.
This is powerful. So,
Okay.
so folks, we thank you, Mr. Producer. You may put the camera on me and do well, Brother Rule. And this is powerful. Yeah, powerful indeed. When my spiritual advisor joins us, we'll look at some birthdays, right? And that will be very, very powerful indeed. So all of this is a part of us playing a role in the development of our country. So it's powerful. Come, my spiritual advisor, let's do some birthdays and let's do some shout outs. There's so many interesting topics, interesting things taking place in the country. The health minister's tabled a bill to deal with marijuana. So, I don't know. So, all of these things call for national discussions and so forth. So, Mr. Producer, my spiritual advisor is ready.
All right, let's do this quickly. We got a couple birthdays that we want to do. Just quickly before we end this segment. Go ahead, Mr. Producer. I'll follow you. 323-7775. Where can I find it? Right here. All right, so yeah, these are two of the brothers from the Lord's Church again. One is an evangelist and one is an elder. Keith and Kevin Benaby. They're celebrating their birthdays today. Listen, these are my brothers. These are my brothers in the Lord. They seek me out whenever they think I'm in trouble and they need spiritual guidance and help. These are members of the Church of Christ, twin brothers. Happy birthday to Keith and Kevin. God bless you on your birthday. We hope you live to enjoy many more coming from the Church of Christ family, and of course your wives. I'll send you this birthday greetings, Kev. Your sons as well. Send you this birthday greetings, and all those who are members of the Lord's Church and call on God out of a sincere heart. Happy birthday, brothers. All the best to you. Enjoy your birthday. All right, who else do we have, Mr. Producer? Happy birthday goes out to Edmund Lewis Jr. It's coming from your dad and your mom, Mr. and Mrs. Lewis, and family and friends. Happy birthday to you. All the best. Enjoy your birthday. All right, who else do we have? Happy birthday shout out goes out to Kelson Riley Jr. It's coming from his father, Kelson Sr., all his brothers and God brothers, Marco, Uchi Strawn, and the rest of the family members. Thank you so much. All the best to you. Your birthday. All right, on the other side, we'll continue. Anyhow, Sandra, we're coming to the end of this segment.
Happy birthday, everybody. We'll bring you right back. Happy birthday, everybody. This is powerful. Hold on. The spiritual advisor shall continue when we return. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy anniversary, everybody. We shall be right back. Hold on. Welcome back. Bradley Roll will continue the birthdays and the shout-outs. Bradley?
All right, so, yeah, okay, no problem. Let's continue quickly. We're going to send a birthday shout-out to Kelson Riley Jr., coming in from his father, Kelson Sr., all his brothers and godfather, Marco, O.G. Strawn. Happy birthday to you. All the best. Enjoy your birthday. Then, of course, we want to send a birthday shout-out to Nadine Rowe, all the way from South Miami. Grammy Yvonne Bevins, coming from a Grammy, Yvonne Bevins and family. She's one of the woman them. Happy birthday to you. All the best. We hope you enjoy your birthday, and of course, you live to enjoy many more. Then we want to send a happy birthday shout out to Tyra Raman. She's celebrating her 18th birthday. Greetings coming from my entire family and newest friends as well. They love you, Tyra. All the best. Happy birthday to you. May you live to enjoy many more. What's the first read we have? Okay, happy birthday, come on. Okay, so happy birthday to Peter Brown Jr. Celebrating his birthday today. It's coming from his father, Peter Brown Sr., his mother, Beverly Brown, and also sister Natasha Brown, and kids, and the rest of the family. They love you. Enjoy your birthday. Okay, so happy special birthday go to Peter Brown Jr.
Okay, let's do a couple of ad. Tired of waiting in lines? Wait no more. Download the MoneyMax app. Today, the powerful application that enables you to pay all your utility bills, purchase top-ups, spend San dollar, spend San dollar with San dollar. Oh, that's very interesting. Let's do that again. Yeah, help you to pay all your utility bills, purchase top-up, spend San dollar with San dollar, enable merchants and much more. Sign up for convenience with MoneyMax. The app is available on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. MoneyMax. Live your MoneyMax life. And that's powerful. Bradley?
Oh, yes. So the town hall meeting, which is going to be scheduled to be held tomorrow, May the 16th, at the Living Waters Kingdom Ministry on Warren Street.
Yes.
It's going to be held at 7 p.m. Of course, this town hall meeting is being put on by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. They're inviting residents to join them for this town hall meeting to discuss the new state-of-the-art hospital to be located on the Providence Highway, Dolphin Drive. Your input is vital as we strive to expand excellence in healthcare in the Bahamas. So they want to hear from you. There's going to be a panel presentation, an open mic, and they're inviting residents of the Stapleton Gardens area, Rock Crusher, Dolphin Drive, West Grove, and of course, surrounding communities to come in on tomorrow, which is May the 16th at 7 p.m. at the Living Waters Kingdom Ministries on Warren Street to discuss this proposed new Providence Hospital, a state-of-the-art hospital proposal to be built on Providence Highway. They want to hear from you, especially as it relates to what impact you think this excellence in healthcare service may have on the immediate area, and of course residents who live in that area. The town hall meeting, of course, is scheduled to be held at, well, the start time is 7 p.m. tomorrow, May the 16th. Santa?
That's powerful.
What else do we have, Miss Medusa? How many more reads we got there? All right, you have another one there?
Yeah, that is the electrical business.
We're looking for, sorry?
SHSS, electrical.
June 9th. Okay, so nobody has better price on electrical supplies than SHSS Electrical, whether it's Square D products, switches, combos, breakers, breaker panels, electrical wires, and meter cans. You'll find everything you need. Dial 605-777. Visit them on Chesapeake Road in the former Minute Muffler building. SHSS Electrical. You can also pick up ceiling fans and outdoor floodlights. So that's SHSS Electrical, which is located Where are they located again? Chesapeake Road.
Yeah,
Chesapeake Road, Python's edition.
it's powerful.
There you go, Sandra.
Well,
Yeah.
folks, we're going to accept calls. And Bradley?
But before we do, we got a couple things we just want to briefly mention. We understanding that there's some breaking news coming in. We understand. Mr. Producer, you see that firearm display? We understand that a 30-year-old man may be in police custody after being found in possession of 15 firearms and a large quantity of assorted ammunition and drugs. And see, this is the problem. I mean, those of you who are right now tuning into Iltv Studios channel 224 and listening to 103.5 FM The Beat, this is where our problem lies. Just look at this display of weapons. This is just... I'm just going to get close to the screen, Mr. Medusa, so I can see exactly what's going on. Senator, I don't know if you can see this, but the weapons in this display, this is ridiculous. I don't even know if the police have these weapons. Look at these clips. These clips look like they could hold at least 100 rounds a clip. I mean, just look at the Glocks. Look at the 45. Oh my God, look, there seems to be, it looks like an AR-15. I'm no guns expert, but this is what I'm thinking could be on display here. But this is ridiculous, and it looks like it's in somebody's front room. Displayed either on a bed or it looks like a bed.
Well, a man got 7 years for gun possession.
Wow.
A man awaiting trial for attempted murder was on Monday sentenced to 7 years in prison for possession of firearms with intent to supply. Arizona Roll was convicted of charges of possession of firearms with intent to supply, possession of ammunition, and drug possession with intent to supply, following a trial before Magistrate Samuel McKinney. Roll was driving his mother's Cadillac on John F. Kennedy Drive on December 2nd, 2022, when officers on patrol tried to stop him after he was seen driving recklessly. A high-speed chase ensued and ended in Westridge Estates. The officers seized 5 firearms, a 327 revolver, and 4 pistols, 11 rounds of 327 ammunition, and 2.4 pounds of marijuana after searching the car. Roll faced a potential maximum sentence of 10 years imprisonment for the gun offenses. He was sentenced to 3 years for the ammunition and the drug charge. The drug charge attracted a fine of $7,500 with a default sentence of 6 months in prison. The sentences are to run concurrently. Roll is awaiting trial for the April 9th, 2022 attempted murder of Javon Saunders. Prosecutors say Roll shot Saunders in the shoulder after she had a row with his girlfriend, Nashi Hall. So essentially, Roll, in the case of this man who got 7 years, it's regrettable because it really wasn't his car, and the car he was driving was his mother's car when the police intercepted the vehicle and found all of that ammunition.
Yeah, we have a very serious problem with gun smuggling, because what I saw that was displayed by the producer just now, this is just unbelievable. See, and the thing is, this is what is caught. Now, what about the items they don't catch, the ones that slip through the crack? You know, it makes you think as to why we have this serious problem on the streets and how easy it is now for these young boys who are part of gangs to either be fed or led into this to have access to these weapons. This is unbelievable. But it is a good catch and a step in the right direction of getting these guns off the streets. Now we recognize as the people where our problem lies. It is gun smuggling. But we're going to talk about that as we open the lines. But before we open the lines, Senator, Dr. Hubert Minnis is going to launch his official campaign. This is interesting. Michael Pintat, let me tell you something. When it comes to campaign and elections, follow the money. Dr. Minnis seems to have plenty of money because he is launching his campaign from Bahama. Friday, May the 17th, beginning at 7 p.m. I think we do have a photo day. So the Most Honorable Dr. Hubert Minnis is launching his official campaign Friday, May the 17th, beginning at 7 p.m. Okay, no problem. Yeah, Dr. Minnis, you got to pay us, okay, because you're a rich man. You got plenty of money. If you want us to launch this thing for you or show this photo on TV, please call us, man. You could, you know, sponsor the show. 323-7775 is the number, and the producer will tell you how you can pay to have this photo placed up on TV. No free promo for you, Mr. Dr. Minnis. You have to pay. You're loaded, man. You got plenty of money. Bahama Convention Center. Any other lines open? 323-7775 is the number to call. 698. I wasn't wrong for doing that to Dr. Minnis, eh? Dr. Minnis has plenty of money. Is he wealthy?
Dr. Minnis?
Yeah.
Shucks.
You got any money?
Dr. Minnis?
323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. You always follow the money when it comes to campaigning and election center. The man who got the goal makes the rule. The lines open up, please. You can call us. We got about 17 minutes to entertain some calls. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Caller, you there? Okay, you're live, caller. Go ahead.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, sir. We're getting a buzzing feedback, Mr. Belusa.
Well, yes, the phones in this area. I'm calling from Rocksound. The phones are very bad.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Is Mr. Monco, could you hear me?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Monco, what I wanted to find out from you, the other day you were speaking about the doctor and what he told you about getting some people numbers and stuff, sign up for their eyes. Cuba, what happened? That's still going on, sir?
There is a program where we are expecting doctors in from China and California who are going to treat cataract and glaucoma. Plus, there is a policy where a number of people, in fact, last week they had 50 persons who were taken to Cuba for treatment. So perhaps I would be able to give you better information tomorrow because I got a huge list that has been typed that I'm going to be delivering to Dr. Dowell tomorrow morning.
You heard what I say?
Yes, I think you asked me if that program is still going on.
Yeah, but I told you I'm in Iltv, I'm not in Nassau, because I think it's only Nassau you're all dealing with, right?
No. I am of the impression that although you are in the family island, once they would have selected you, you will be facilitated. That is my understanding.
Well, how would they connect me, Mr. Monka?
Well, you should. Who did you register with, and did you provide your telephone contact?
Well, that's why I call in now.
So let's say, for instance, when you register, you are to provide a reliable telephone contact. I'll give you an example. I gave personally a number to Dr. Dowell, and then I got a surprise in my life when he called me back and said, listen, the people ain't answering the phone. So I had to wait the line, and finally I said to the lady, listen, you give me a number, but you're not answering the phone, and I had the man on the line to talk to you. So you have to give numbers that are reliable.
Well, who to give it to?
Well, who did you register with?
Well, I ain't registered with nobody,
Okay,
Mr.
so,
Monco.
well, what I'm going to suggest is my producer, I'm going to ask him to take your name, your age, your reliable telephone contacts, and I will submit your name. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
And you can give me an idea what is wrong with your eyes when he speak to you off air.
All right.
Okay, sir.
All right, he'll take that call. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom Lounge. Call your life.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
We're doing well, thank you.
Special Advisor, Mr. Monco.
Sir.
I'm going to say this. I am very serious. The Prime Minister who would have run my chance, Lieutenant, he should go sit down. What's this? You need young people, man. See, like my small boy, Chester Cooper. The fear people shit, man. That boy can never lose. You understand? You need young, brilliant people. If he didn't love the party that much, he'd have sit his backside on the side and push some young people, man. Come on. You gotta know when the book dry up.
Well, what are you doing on Friday? Because Dr. Minnis is going to be at Bahama, and that will be a good place for you to visit and tell him.
Spending all the money while people are hungry. Look all that gun there. Look all that gun there. You know why them gun there? Because people are hungry, cannot find a job, and we take a break with and rob so they can survive.
Well, that is no excuse.
No, it's not no excuse.
So-
It's reality, brother.
Yeah, but don't focus on the gun. Just focus on Dr. Minnis.
I focus on the gun. That's
Right.
reality. But what I see just now,
Okay, but focus on Dr. Minnis. Dr. Minnis is the
man, you should
wrong
go sit his
man.
backside down. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. 323-7775 is the number to call. Welcome to Freedom Lounge. Call you live. Go ahead, call you live. We can hear you. Go ahead. Okay. They can't seem to hear us. 323-7775, 698-0775, and 698-0776. Do we have any calls, Ms. Medusa? Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monka and Spiritual Advisor.
Hello.
My first time call, I'm calling from Freeport.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, sir. In reference to the new hospital that is being built in Nassau, I'm thinking that the current Prime Minister has forgotten about the people of Freeport who is in dire need of a hospital and an international airport by extension. So what about us?
Did they not launch the construction of a hospital in Grand Bahama?
Yeah.
Mr. Monka talk says anything but action. There's no action going on in Freeport.
Just
And
listen.
I'm a young woman.
I want you to follow me so I can be clear. Since the groundbreaking, there's no construction taking place?
No, sir.
Okay, well, I thank you for that information.
We'll
I
talk
shall
to Dr.
discuss
Darwell.
that with Dr. Darville.
Yes, sir. They're looking to be reelected on this island. They need to give Freeport at least either the airport or a brand new state-of-the-art hospital.
Or both of them.
Or both.
Or either one.
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you for bringing it to my attention. I shall ask Dr. Dowell what is the status of it, because I was under the impression that the construction was still continuing.
Talks, they say anything. You see, nothing is going up. Nothing.
I want
in
you to go.
Freeport.
I want you to go to the site and send me some current photographs.
Yes, Mr. Monko, you have a blessed day. I'm spiritual advisor.
Yes, ma'am. You
and
take
I
care
am
now.
one of the women there.
Woman, behold
thank you so
your
much.
leader. I shall check on it, okay?
Yes,
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
you're welcome.
Take care. 323-7775, 698-0775, 698-0776. We don't have any calls as yet, Santa. So,
Yeah.
interesting. We got a new state-of-the-art hospital that's being proposed for New Providence.
Yeah. New hospital, and we also have to check to find out how come there's no continuation, because I was in Grand Bahama. I saw the groundbreaking. I saw the signing. So I was still under the impression that the hospital was being constructed. So
Well, okay.
that is surprising for me. I can't wait to see Dr.
To
Dowell.
find out what's going on.
Tomorrow I have a very long list of people whose name we have had typed up that I'm going to, if it's God's will, deliver to the Ministry of Health, to Dr. Dowell. hopefully I'll be able to see him, and hopefully I'll be able to put that magic question to him. What is the status of the construction of the hospital in Grand Bahama? Because
Get some calls?
we have a call?
Yeah,
Go ahead, take the call.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I was calling regarding the report that you were talking about regarding the guns
Sorry?
and the gentleman who had been convicted of all of the
Yes.
firearms and ammunition.
I got 7 years.
And he got 7 years.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Bunker, my comment is, until you get to the persons who are bringing in these guns, there will be 1 million Arizona roads on the road selling guns, using guns, getting convicted, and nothing changes. So until we find out how these guns are getting in this country, because we don't make guns here, or until we lock up those persons who are actually importing 50, 100, 200 guns at a time, instead of the young black man getting caught with 2 and 3, 4 and 5, while there are thousands out there coming in every day through the airport, through the yachts, through shipping companies, then we'll never see a change in the crime.
Well, while I agree with you that we should get to the genesis of the matter, the reality is Arizona has been found in possession of the guns. Therefore, he is the person that the police must deal with. And hopefully one day they will be in a position to determine who is the big source. There might be no big source. It might be just a variety of people just bringing in gun unlawfully. But the person who is found in possession of it and cannot give the police a proper satisfaction as to what they're doing with it is the person who has to be charged and, if convicted, sentenced to prison. But your point is powerful, and I thank you for your great observation.
Thank you too, Mr. Scott.
Thank you
God
so
save
much.
the king.
323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Hello?
Go ahead, caller. You got 60 seconds.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Bunker. Okay, well, I'm calling because I honestly think that the government needs to take more consideration into looking into these police and, to police salaries and stuff like that. Because a lot of these times, these people are actually working very hard to keep these criminals at bay.
That is true.
But then remember now, they're human as well. So they have issues that they need to deal with.
They have bills to
and
pay.
then a lot of times, for example, there was a case some years ago where a police officer was charged with actually taking a gun from the evidence locker.
Yeah.
And a lot of times these guns are being used and reused in the same crime over and repeatedly, and it's evident that this happening because at the end of the day, these people are, being put in compromising position.
Well, let me put it to you like this. It is unacceptable for the police to move guns from the police department without lawful authority. So I'm not going to take up for any policeman who, without the permission of the Commissioner of Police, move gun. But that aside, I agree with you that police should be treated with dignity, good working condition, and good pay. But that cannot be used as an excuse to break the law.
No, I'm not saying to break the law, but what I'm saying is, in the United States, the police, they get percentage of things that they find, give them incentive to actually work harder and get more money. You understand? But at the end of Bahamas, what do they get?
Okay, but
they work their butt off, and then at the end of the day, they go before the court, and the court spank them on the wrist.
Well, certainly it cannot be getting a gun. Now, I have no problem if the police finds millions of dollars and there is some policy that say, well, if they find millions of dollars, we can give them a percentage of it. I have no problem with that. But certainly we can't share the bullets with them. Certainly,
No, I don't want them to share the bullets or nothing. I'm just saying, I honestly just want, I feel that the police them needs to be paid more.
Okay.
It needs to be, that's all I'm trying to get across.
No problem.
And because of that, they would actually be more compelled to work harder to get these criminals at bay.
Okay.
Thank you so
Your
much,
point is
brother.
well taken. We thank you for that.
All right, we can't take any more calls.
Really?
No, we almost ended the show. But Senator, quickly,
Yeah.
who is the member of parliament from North Lutra?
Is that Mr.
Anyway, but here's what I'm understanding. In Harbour Island, they haven't had water for 1 week.
Okay.
I understand that people are crying because they need to bathe.
Yeah.
All right, there's a bad situation going on in Harbour Island. They haven't had water for 1 week. I see a young lady on TikTok showing the gallons bottle she's filling up so she can bathe. She's a female, she needs to bathe.
Anyway,
Wow.
listen, if y'all don't cut the water on at Harbour Island, I can have to bring my wife to Nassau. Honey, if they don't cut on the water, you better come to Black Village. This is Freedom March. God save the people of Harbour Island. God save the King. Take good care, everybody. Be safe tomorrow.